It's your boy Nathan. I just graduated from high school today. What's the time? Time to get a watch. 8:35. It is 8:35 p.m. 8:35 p.m. As you can tell by my voice is a bit. So what's the main takeaway? First of all, let's talk about how I feel. Now, I don't feel sad. Now, to be fair, hearing the speeches and that, I was crying a bit, can't lie. But again, this is another step in the journey. And this day was going to happen. It's inevitable. I was going to graduate eventually. It had to happen. So, the day is finally here. And I guess some of the main things to take away from the speech is really important because, I feel like that's the most important part of it. Was talking about how to be excited for life, because in life you're gonna have ups and downs, highs and lows, the good and the bad, but because you need the good to have the bad, and you need the bad to have the good, because if your life's all really good, then you can't feel good because you don't know what bad feels like. You need to know what bad feels like in order to be good. Think about that. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy, pipsqueak, huh? Remember that. So it's to be excited. Seize the day. Seize the day. For favorite movie, Deadpool Society. I watched that movie, by the way. It's a good-ass movie. My half-brother told me to watch that movie, and I watched it, and it's a banger. And also, one of the main things that was said was to never stop believing in yourself. Because we live in a world where we kind of put each other down and we don't really lift each other up. I can go on my phone, I can see all these successful people, and I'm like, man, how am I meant to do that? How can I be like that? But you can, mother sucker. You just gotta put in the work. And I guess if I reflect on my life, I can see this. I've been music producing for about 4 or 5 years. I actually don't know exactly. Probably 4 or 5 years. At the start of it, I was dog water. I was terrible at it. When I started producing, I was so shit, mate. Like, you get me, fam. I was so shit. I was terrible at it, motherfucker. But now I'm still kind of bad, but I'm not as bad. Now I'm not as bad. I'm pretty decent is the right word. And rapping, at the start when I was rapping, I was like, man, I just walked outside, and then I went back inside. I was saying some random ass BS bullshit, but I kept doing it. That's the thing, bro. I just kept doing it, and I kept putting in the effort, and now look at it. That same system applies to anything in life, fam. Anything, brother. Anything. Literally anything. It applies to anything. You get me? You want to learn a new skill, you have to put in effort. If you want to learn to do this, you have to put in effort. It's all it is, man. And again, another thing that was said was consistency beats perfection. And what was also said, I'm gonna forget it if I don't say it now, was doubt is the biggest killer of dreams. Doubt is the biggest killer of dreams than fear ever could, or something like that, dude. It said something like that. But basically what they're trying to say is that self-doubt beats fear. Like, fear is scary. Fear is scary. But doubt, if you doubt yourself, you can't do anything. You can't. Doesn't matter if 1 billion people are cheering you on. If you doubt yourself, you can't do fucking anything, my friend. Okay, big boy, huh? Okay. You can't do anything if you don't believe in yourself, huh? You get me, fam. You like me, fam. You sick me, fam. Okay. You can't do jack shit if you don't believe in yourself. Now think about that, buddy. My sister's singing. That's kind of annoying. But now I might doubt myself. I might, oh, my sister's singing. Maybe she's trying to talk over me because she thinks I'm terrible. You ever think about that, huh? But if I doubt myself, I can't continue making this. But I don't doubt myself. I love myself, so let's get it. But I feel like the main philosophy of the speech was, or the main message, I feel like the main message, was, number 1, do what you love. 2, be passionate, be excited for life. Wake up every day and jump out of your bed and be like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Be passionate, fam. Because at the end of the day, passion is a choice. It's a choice. You can wake up one day and be grateful for the things that you have, or you can wake up and be really ungrateful. When you really deep it, it's a choice. You choose whether to be happy or not. For example, I could take 2 people. I could give one, like a really poor person a soccer ball, and they'd be like, yo, thank you so much. And I could give like a middle class person a soccer ball, and they'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man? Where's my Xbox? Where's my PlayStation? What the fuck? So it's just about perspective. When you really think about it, the only thing keeping you from being happy is kind of yourself. Now, look, from my position, it's easy to say that because I'm just going to be honest, I live a pretty good life. And I'm not saying that to flex. I'm not saying that to, whatever, to boast or whatever. I'm just saying that because I'm being realistic. All the advice I say, it only works to a certain extent because I haven't experienced. I'm a young ass boy. I haven't experienced a lot of life, but I can just say that for someone in my position and for me personally, being happy is a choice for me because I have water, I have food, I have all the necessities, I have wants, I have needs, I have everything. Not everything, but I have everything I need to live a great life. So it's up to me to wake up and either feel really happy and excited or to feel sad and depressed. It's just up to me. Now, again, that was a very general argument, but again, take it with a grain of salt, please. But yeah, and also stick with the right people. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I can kind of see the people I want to hang around. You know, I will talk to this person, talk to this person. Oh, okay. You know, I'm starting to realize how important it is to actually hang around with the right people. It's extremely important. You know, there's a famous saying, it's like, you're the average of the 5 people you hang around, and I believe that. And also, you have to hang out with people as well, man. Because a lot of the times, I want to sit in my little, at my PC and, like, play role, do some, just sit there and just, But you need to go out, you need to explore the world. Like, really. And you need to stay together because from an evolutionary standpoint, we've always stayed in tribes. We've always stayed together. You know, we don't live, on our own accord. And I'm not saying, oh, that means that, you have to be with people all the time or whatever. But I'm just saying, like a really good way to kind of explain it is that if I'm walking in a shopping center by myself, I'm more like conscious. I'm more like self-conscious about myself. But if I'm walking in the shopping center with like 2 of my mates or whatever, I'm walking like, yeah, what's good, G? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. When I'm with my friends and I'm walking, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Because if someone's looking at me weird, I legit couldn't care less. So it just proves that being together and being with the right people is important. What else can I say? My air fryer's going off. My chicken fingers are ready. Hold on. Let me think. Be passionate. Never give up. Just be consistent. Take it one step at a time. And don't think too much, man. Because I know you, Nathan. I know you. I'm gonna watch this back. I know how I behave. I always overthink things. I overthink them a lot. And every time I overthink things, I look back at them and I think, why the fuck did I think about that so much? When it didn't even matter. So I feel like that's the one piece of advice for me going on to the next chapter of my life. Stop thinking and just live life, my friend. Just be in the moment. Just live life. That's it.